Hi, hello aspirants. There in the last short video, I have uploaded the percentage of the questions that we can expect it from each discourses in English literature syllabus of NET examination. Here you have the British English literature and the topics to be covered. We have only just 20 days of time. Within the 20 days of time, you can cover the major areas of British literature, as we can expect 50% of the questions from British literature. You can skip the first three topics: early English literature, Chaucer, Shakespeare, and we can start with contemporaries of Shakespeare. Here you have the writers Sidney, Spencer, Johnson, Donne, Bacon, along with that university. You know the writers Lily, then Peel, Kidd, Lodge, Green, Nash, Marlowe. One thing that you have to do, you can just simply make the notes of these all writers and make those all works there in chronological order. Let it be university wits and all the writers which I am listing, you have to make a note about them. When we are taking Sydney, you can make note on Astrophel, Stella, Arcadia, Apology for Poetry. If you don't have time, at least try to make the notes of the major works and the year these all works are published. Okay, and I will make separate note for each period, but at glance you can simply follow the things which I am mentioning here. Second one is Jacobean period. There in Jacobean period, you can see the important writers. So what you have to do, same as I told there in the last, you don't have much time to go for deeper level of preparation. So only one thing that you can do for the last minute there in the 11th hour is that you can simply make note on the major works they have written and even the year of publication. Try to take these authors and make note on the works they have published. These are the important writers. Try to find their works and the year of publication. And Milton is really important, Cavalier Poets and Milton. So you can make note of his early poem, Milton's early poems, and you can just simply make his early prose, later poems, major poems, his sonnets, everything. These all works are really important from the net point of view. And here you can see the writers which I have mentioned here. These all writers are really important. Take note of their works. I'm not asking you to read or go to a deeper level of preparation. Just make note on these writers. Then when it comes about Samuel Butler, Dryden, other restoration period writers, these six writers are really important. We have n number of writers there in that period, but I'm not asking you to go for that. You can make note on John Locke's essay concerning human understanding is important, and that published in the year 1690. That's important. Then John Bunyan's other works, I will make note on that separately. Then Augustine poetry is there. Augustine poetry, you know that clubs, coffee houses, groups are really famous. Kit Kat Club, Scribblers Club, Blue Stockings, then Samuel Richardson cycle, Johnson cycle. These all are important. Try to understand the members of this group. You will get question based on that. It can be the match the following and other kind of question based on the clubs, coffee houses and groups. Then we have Augustine prose and prose fiction drama. There you can see the important writers. Defoe is fine. You can go through his work. Swift is really important. Richardson. For the last couple of times, other three writers, Mollett, Stearns, Fielding's work are not been asked by NTA. Then here you have the romantic revival period. So these all writers are important. We don't have the way to skip them. Try to make note about these all writers, especially as I'm telling the year of publication. That's really important. Then these three writers are not that important from NTA net examination in British literature, but they are really important in critical aspect, like criticism. Their works are really being so you can make understanding. I'm not saying like you can skip, but if you don't have time you can skip, no worries, but you have to make an understanding about their critical works. Late romantics and prose writers, These writers are really important, especially John Austen. All the works of John Austen uh, have been asked in net examination. Try to make note on them. Then other writers, Shelley's works are really important. Byron, we can't skip any of these writers and their works.